Hi, I'm Jonathan Ortmans, and I'm the president of the Global Entrepreneurship Network, and I'm very grateful to Andreas and all my friends in Greece for letting me just join you for a few minutes. I have to tell you, I'm in cold, rainy Washington, D.C. as you are meeting in the beautiful, sunny climate that you all enjoy there. So I'd much rather be there. But although I can't be there in person, I'm at least glad to be there virtually for a few minutes. So many thanks to the Academy for Entrepreneurship and to the Piraeus University of Applied Sciences and Piraeus municipalities for letting me join this event. And thanks to those organizations for putting on this conference. I think it's remarkably important at this point in our history. You know, we're seeing across the world, often because of digital disruption, the reformation of a lot of the ways we've been doing things. We're seeing it, of course, at the political level, whether you look at Brexit in Europe or whether you look at Trump elections in the United States. We're seeing a lot of dramatic change. But I think the big dramatic change is occurring in the way we do business. And so I think the notion of Bluegrowth is especially important as we look to see what are going to be the new and different ways that we can do things that are both sustainable, most importantly, and also allow us to do more with less. And our work at the Global Entrepreneurship Network is around building healthy ecosystems for entrepreneurs who want to find better ways of doing things, but who don't want to do it at the expense of others, but to do it in a way that they can give opportunity to everybody to be able to benefit from the great news that entrepreneurs bring. So we look at our work as being a global mission. We're building one global entrepreneurial ecosystem, and I think as we look at the maritime world, at the oceans, it's one of the wonderful things that connects us all. We always say water is the essence of life, but it's also the essence of globalization, which in these times of nationalism is under some attack. So I especially applaud not just you bringing innovation to what we're doing around the blue oceans, but also helping us to understand how we can more collectively come together in tackling some of the major challenges before the world. The sea is particularly important to me. I grew up in a family that always lived by the sea. My father was a naval captain. He went on to command submarines under the ocean. When I went off to school, he would go off and be submerged under the ocean for no less than 3 months at a time. And so we treasured the ocean. We thought the ocean was the place that preserved and protected our dad while he was away making the money to put food on the table. And as a result, I think in my blood, I've got a little bit of that blue ocean blood in my heart. And so I really applaud all of you for what you're trying to do there today. So without further ado, I will wish you luck as you delve into some of these important issues. I will encourage you to think not just about disruption, because all the rules are changing. We're going to see a much greater degree of uncertainty in the future, not just in the context of our climate, but in terms of our economies and in how we do energy, healthcare, transportation. All of these things are going to change. So when the rules change, innovators and entrepreneurs such as yourself can come together and to figure out how do we leverage these changes rather than be intimidated by them. And so I hope that you'll look at this as a glass half full of water, one that sees an opportunity to make good things out of the challenges we know that are coming down the line. And lastly, I would just add that I think it's very important as we look at the work that we're doing, that we find ways to involve young people who often have more malleable minds. I'm particularly impressed that this is a gathering of people who come from scientific backgrounds. I spend a lot of time with young people trying to explain entrepreneurship to them. And the first thing I tell them is, you're not starting a business. What you're really doing is you're conducting an experiment. And I think the work that you do as scientists and innovators and entrepreneurs is especially important, because you're teaching people that this is about conducting an experiment, validating an idea, collecting data, amending the idea, and coming back with something which is truly being tested before you even consider whether or not this is something which is ready for the marketplace or is ready to be commercialized or at least funded in some way. So I applaud your passion and your vision. I applaud your scientific approach to things, and I once again thank the Academy for Entrepreneurship and all the partners and all of my friends in Greece for letting me join you for a few minutes. And next time I'll try to come in person to once again visit your beautiful country. Thank you for having me.